Hey, it's Ninja Boy. Welcome back once again to Soul Blazer. So here I am, just defeated the guy down here, got the Psycho Sword, by getting the Tasty Nut. But yes, so as you can see, I'm also low on health because I was playing really badly while getting back over here. Because that's what I do, or tend to do, for absolutely no reason. But luckily, Mudmen here aren't too hard to take care of, so I'm just going to take them out, and opens up a new thing. Of course, is another one of these that I kind of want to keep my distance, and really wish I had a more powerful magic. Granted, it did just give me a level, which is really excellent because that heals all of my health, like you probably noticed. So, continuing on. More Mudmen. I can't remember if there's anything that's this ball of light really did. Also right here, you found a strange bottle. Granted, if you had a strange bottle, that was pretty much useless because items don't stack, you only get one at a time, so that was kind of a waste. But really, once you leave an area, you don't really come back to it. And then these statues here, one of the big things you want to do is use the light. This is actually one thing that becomes really useful. Anytime you see one that's discolored, like that one right there, without a shadow, it is actually not real. And you need to wait for it to respawn and attack it. And they're pretty simple, pretty easy to take care of. But just pointing that one out. And down here is another spot. You can actually see that this one doesn't have a shadow without the glowy ball, but may or may not be hard to catch. You are not in a good spot. I'll wait for you to reappear and do that. Also, the closer you are to an enemy when you swing your sword, the more you can actually hit said enemy at once. So it's always a good idea to try and be as close to them as you possibly can. But here we are. So there's a room over there with nothing in it. What you want to do is defeat these Mudmen. And I want some gems. But you do that, you unlock a chest over here. You go and get said chest, and you get more gems. Granted, gems are they're not really short supply. You actually get quite a lot of them over time. And here's a monster lair that actually spawns these guys, which is a little annoying, but as you can see, they don't spawn very many of them. And I released a deer! Is one in the trope of the three animals that kind of went over earlier when the dog was giving us a tour. Anyway, oh boy. Stupid water dragon. If I can stand in I think it's here. There we go. You can say if I stand here, I should be safe. That is a very slow spawning spawner. Okay, come on. I'm just trying to stay out of reach of the water dragon because he is kind of mean. There we go. And I can get this chest. And I completely forgot about that guy. You know what, screw it. Found 50 gems. Again, gems, you don't really need to get them, but they're always worth getting. And then I can come up here to the next section. You can actually do I believe the first two dungeon sections before having to really go back through the town and talk to all the animals. Granted, I really wanted to get the Psycho Sword first before continuing on, so I wasn't really that far behind damage-wise, but I didn't really have to do that. Anyway, down here is where those plants were at the beginning that I pointed out. If I can figure out where to stand. Always want to stand diagonal from them. And you get the shortcut. Also, anytime you actually go back to this place, you get fully healed. So it's always a good idea to go back there every now and then, especially if you're really close to one like that one was. But that is a very nice shortcut, will help me out a lot. And that flower I killed, kind of an annoying enemy. There we go. Always stand at diagonal. Hopefully, if I stand here, yep, there we go. Nice spot to trick the AI out. Oh, come on, really? Of course, it only works like twice. But yeah, that flower is kind of an annoying enemy because it spawns other small enemies. I didn't let it because I don't like to, because they are annoying. Granted, the small enemies that it does spawn, you can sit there and kill forever and kind of get infinite experience from it. But here we go. If you remembered, there were 3 different dungeons. Oh yeah, and those scorpions are also metal, cannot kill them, but the Psycho Sword can paralyze them for a small bit. That was waste, but yeah. Anyway, second dungeon here, or second part of the dungeons, and the first one was water, then fire, and then it was like electricity or wind. I don't remember. I think it was electricity. But, you know, you have ghosts and lizards. The lizards are a little annoying because they don't have as much recoil as other enemies. So even though you can hit them quite fast, they don't actually knock back. So they keep moving forward pretty quickly. Anyway, another dog. Got some more health back. And let's continue further into the spot that I really dislike. In here, because there are 6 monster layers. One you can do nothing about, the other 6, or the other 5 you can, but they are a tad annoying, in my opinion, just because of how scattered they are. That is your way out of this area right off the bat. So all you have to do is actually get that one monster layer, and you can actually leave this place. But as always, good idea to get everything just so you can get everything. And I believe you actually need, you might need this dog. I can't remember if you actually need him or not to continue forward. But there is one that you actually need to be able to continue forward. And another thing that is really annoying about this dungeon are these lizards. They aren't too bad, but they don't track you. They just have that invisibility / invincibility frames, and it just makes them a little annoying to deal with. Let's see, 3 more. I know one I can't get. I know exactly where one other one is, and then I always forget where the last one is. Here it is. Say I forget, and then I find it. So, before I really move on, I'm going to take care of that last one. I cannot actually get it for now, but I do actually want to take care of it. It makes later on easier. So it is not there, it is down here. and it is over there. So, over here, there are these ghosts, and you can actually get them into striking range fairly easily, and you just kind of have to sit here. It does make this a tad easier to do the dungeon if you wait back a little bit and wait for them to spawn near you or travel to you. And down further into the dungeon to Fireman Lair. Again, another enemy, not very hard, but they do have a projectile attack, unlike most enemies, so they do get a little tougher, but not too bad. And then, my favorite part, these, they hurt you. Unless you walk on them when they're either gray or not really that red. And I say not really that red because you can walk on them in their transition period between red and not red. So anyway, Squirrel, the second member of the trope there. And I'm going to come down here, and I believe... No, I actually have to go across this. So if you do it right, you can actually skip that first one, go to the second one. You have plenty of time to do that. But you have to wait and then do this. And of course, it spawns lizards. Which, if you stand in the right spot, like right here, they don't actually do anything. So, really nice. And got a level, so that's always nice. And got hurt. Oh boy. Okay, and this gem down here, take this, light arrow magic. One of the things I really wanted. And this gem will be nice later on, but for now, I have a new magic. It is stronger, it costs some more gems, and I have to remember which order to do these in. Okay. So it's this one, and then the second one, and then the third one. It's pretty obvious as just 1, 2, 3, but I always forget which order to do them in, because you actually do have to do them in a specific order. Okay, and then that goes, and then I have to wait here, because I was not fast enough. If you're fast enough, you can actually go down and make it all the way back up here with very little. I think you take a couple hits of damage, but not very much. Okay. Of course, there's lizard, magician, whatever you want to call him. Just annoying enemy because you have to wait for them to spawn to hurt them. And there's that. And that last one, I do believe you don't actually have to wait for, wait in the center over there. If you go at the right time and you, yeah, just barely make it. But, found 100 gems. So again, more gems. You never really in a, state of really needing more. I'm just going to walk across. Being a little reckless, but I kind of want to just finish this area just because it is not my most favorite area. There we go. And released a bird. I think that's the bird. Maybe it's not. I know there's like a sleeping creature that I need. I just can't remember which one it is, and I always forget to do that portion. Okay, so I think once I finish this layer of the dungeon, I will probably call it for now. Okay, so I'm actually going to do like 2 birds with 1 stone, do that, and this magic is a 4-way shot. So very nice magic. You kind of get a new magic in every area. This one is just like the 4-way shot. There is an optional magic that I will be showing off. It's not completely useful, but it is optional and a nice little magic thing. And released another deer. Okay. And there should be. I'm thinking there's like one more. Yeah, one more monster layer, which is the silver scorpions. So there's that. And the next time I will be. Actually, I just realized I am pretty much done. I forgot that it ended like right here. So I'm just going to defeat these guys, open up that bridge. Lets me go. That's not where I wanted. Over here is where I wanted. That takes me down here into this spot. And that releases another squirrel. Granted, I don't think that squirrel is really meaningful, but it is another character I can free. So that should be everything. Here, I can't actually move forward because the raft tells me that I need to prove I am from Greenwood. So I need to prove that I'm from Greenwood. So next time, I'm going to go around Greenwood Village of Animals to talk to animals. And here's the plant. Those little butterflies that it spawns are very tiny. They have like no health, but they're really annoying to hit, and so they take lots of health from you half the time. Though, I'm going to end it here. This has been Ninja Boy, and I will be back later. See you guys then.